Okay, guys, the puppies are almost 4 weeks old, and we are starting with our vaccinations. We've already started with our deworming. We probably already dewormed the dogs twice, I believe, or this may be their third time, but you know, we just had to make sure, you know what I mean, we doing things right over here, guys. So we got the dewormer, and it's supposed to be 5 milliliters for every 5 pounds of dog. And one thing I want to say is, you know, I'm starting to, you know, as you go along in the process, you start to learn more things. So one thing I learned is definitely get the dewormer that is for dogs and puppies. We were getting goat dewormers and different type of dewormers, but just for specifically for these puppies, you want to get the one that's just for puppies, so that way it's easier for you to use the recommended amount. You know what I'm saying? That's a tidbit. You know, there's millions of dewormers. I was using all different types, but now when they're puppies, I'm just going to stick to the one for puppies, for dogs and puppies. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's let me make sure that's correct. It says 5 milliliters for 5 pounds of body weight. So boom. So that's what we use. Next, we're gonna give these guys a shot. So normally I would start my shots early at about 2 weeks, but it's 4 weeks. So hey, you know, that's a good thing. But what I'm going to do is every time I run out of dog food, I'm going to get more shots for them. Every time someone puts a deposit down, every time somebody puts a deposit down, I'll probably just get more get more dewormer. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. Dewormer and shots. Once the puppy turns around 8 weeks, I'm going to hit them with that ivermectin. You know, the cattle joint. The ivermectin. These puppies are really big. You know what I mean? But I think I'm getting better at my deworming process. You got to really know what you're doing. You got to really know what to use, man. The mounts, and it's kind of tricky. And a lot of you people say, well, just go to the vet, man. Vet don't want to see you till 8 weeks. So even if you can't bring the pet puppy in at 4 weeks. Vet don't want to see you till 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, at least 8 weeks, something like that. By then you'll have so many worms in your dogs, it'll be ridiculous. I also dewormed the mother. I probably gave her about 25 milliliters. She's supposed to get 35, but I hit her with 25 just to make sure that whatever's in her body goes into their body. I don't want it to be too much. And there's a regimen on this bottle. I think it's every 2 weeks, or this week or that week. But like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm deworming every week or every 2 weeks, and shots every week or every 2 weeks. That's just how I roll. So, you know what I mean? It might be too many shots. It might be too much dewormer. But one thing I can say is nothing worse than a puppy having cases of worms, or puppies having like parvo and dying. So, you know, we take things a little bit to the extreme, but I'm thinking that if you give the correct amount of dewormer, you know, it's kind of weird. Like, you would think that if you've been doing this for a while, you kind of understand, but I mean, I'm reading instructions and it's like, okay, 5 milliliters, 5 pounds. Okay, I know they're 5 pounds. And you might have thought, like, I might have been giving them like 0.5 instead of 5 milliliters. So it's really easy to get confused. But with experience comes knowledge, you know what I mean? With time comes experience. So I'm getting better, guys, you know what I mean? Even though I've been doing this for a long time, I'm still getting better at what I'm doing. Better cleaning practices, better feeding practices, you know, better at everything. As you can see the size of these pups at 4 weeks, I mean, they're pretty big, guys. And they're just chilling right now. And another thing I want to say, Sniper was rehome today, guys. So Snipey Wipey is up New York. We got a lot of our puppies are up New York. Probably upstate New York in the mountains somewhere. And then what I would say also is Kyrpton is not the most largest bully, right? But what I'm noticing is her nipples are super duper huge. So there's a trade-off, you know, if your dog is super muscular and super fat, maybe the nipples won't be as big. So, you know, Kyrpton's nipples are about the size of each one of these puppies. And I'm just being realistic. Like, her nipples are probably weighing, like, if you had to weigh her nipples, she probably got 35 pounds of nipple, 40 pounds of nipple right now. So the growth that she really didn't get in her size is in her nipples. It gives her the opportunity to feed all these puppies. These puppies don't even eat regular food yet. This is all milk from Kyrpton, our female dog that's only 1 year old still. So with that being said, you know, you can tell that Kyrpton has great mother capabilities to be able to produce enough milk for all of these puppies. They take a nibble of food here and there, but nothing major. With that being said, a lot of these other XL bullies out here cannot produce any milk, and you have to feed them. And not just those bullies, a lot of dogs have issues with milk. A lot of dogs have issues with birth. These dogs were born naturally, and you know, a lot of XLs, a lot of American bullies, a lot of Mastiffs are not born naturally. These are things that you might want to consider if you're trying to breed. Or you can just buy a dog and not think about these things, and then when it's time for you to have your litter, you're paying $3,000 for a C-section, and then, you know, your mother don't produce any milk, and then you lose all your money. It's not funny, but it's funny because I offer the opportunity for you guys to have a product or a dog or whatever you want to call it, a pet, I offer the opportunity for you to have something that can really produce the correct milk for a large puppy. These dogs are all born off of their mother's milk. Look at this shit. Ooh, you tough, huh? You ain't tough, nigga. I'm the master. Look at this big ass dog. These are all produced by mother's milk of a 1 year old dog. Look at the size of these puppies. They're huge. If I have to just take a guess, we'll just say they're all 5 pounds. Let's just say that they're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's producing enough milk for a 30-pound dog. So she can feed herself and whole nother dog. And as you know, they eat twice as much, so let's just call it a 60-pound dog. Ooh, I think it's tricolors coming in this dog over here. So she's gonna be a ghost tri, I think. Not sure. But guys, these dogs are $1,500. There is only one male available. You know, if you send us your money, man, hey, we're gonna make sure you get your puppy, man. That's what we do around here. So guys, if you get a puppy from us, you know you got that bill. Hey, get out there and hustle up some extra bucks. You know, haul some lumber, cut some wood. Whatever you got to do to make sure your money is good and ready to go. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do to get what you want, man. Like, even if you got the money, still go out and hustle up the money. That's the way I look at it. You might have the money already, but that don't mean go out and get it, because, you know, you always got to have that little backup. Sorry about that washing machine going off. So we're also about to give Ice Cream a shot. Ice Cream is turning 16 weeks in a couple of days. So we're going to give Ice Cream his shot, his 16-week shot. And yes, Terminator is off the market, guys. So you have Bone Crusher. This is Bone Crusher right here. This is the male Bone Crusher. He's big, guys. Look at him. And they're choking off that deworm, man. But, you know, what I'm looking forward to, man, it's crazy because I really enjoy seeing pictures of these dogs, man. I feel like they're all my dogs, even when I sell them. It's crazy, man, when you're like really love dogs. I feel like every dog I produced is still my dog. Even though it's your dog, I feel like it's my dog. And I feel like I got a connection with all the dogs. And I want to keep them all. But I can't keep all these damn dogs, man. You can't. You just can't, man. I mean, you would love to. If I was a billionaire, I'd probably keep all my dogs and hire a dog nanny. But guys, man, look, just take care of your dogs, guys. You know what I mean? Do your thing.